Preseason training starts. The first preseason training starts, or let me say, the first training for preseason commences. And out of 35 players, 35 Barcelona players, one of them came late. None other than Hector Fort. Now, the question is, how exactly is it that you, Hector Fort, that you're still struggling to make it to the first 11 of the team, is coming late to the training already? You know, we have games to win. You know, we have to compete. You know, we have a huge season ahead of us. But you're already coming late at the beginning, at the start of the season. How is that even right? You went out and you stayed up late at night to the point that you came late for the training. You went for Lamine Yamal's birthday. Yes, it is understandable. He's your teammate, all right? But you know, Hansi Flick is not the kind of manager, he's not the kind of coach that deals with indiscipline. The thing is, if at a point I am asked that out of all my players, who exactly would I think would come late to the team? Who am I going to mention? I'm going to bet on Jules Koundé. So seeing that Hector Fort is the one that came late is actually really, really disappointing. Out of 35 players, only you, just you, it doesn't speak well of you for the start of the season, for the start of a new dawn, for the start of a new season for us. It does not speak well. I mean, of course, guys, I really do not think that going into the next season, or let me say starting the new season, I do not think that Flick, not even me myself, I do not think that indiscipline is something that I would want to settle for. I do not think that indiscipline is something that I would want us to make do with. But of course, it has happened. I sincerely hope that, I mean, I'm very, very sure that Hansi Flick would have done the needful about this. I'm sure he would have made corrections. He would have done the necessary things to curb whatever thing that is going on in the team, especially when it comes to any form of indiscipline. All right. Now, before we go forward, I'd like to say a huge congratulations and wish my boy Pablo Torre good luck. He has successfully signed for Mallorca. It pains me. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. So, getting rid of Pablo Torre this way is something that pains me so much, and there is nothing I can do about it. But the truth is, I really, really hope and I really, really wish that this signing helps him to unlock whatever potential he has in him. Same thing goes for Ansu Fati. I hope that my boys, because I know the potential that Pablo Torre has. I always say it, he's a ball carrier. He's a very, very good baller that I respect so much. And the moment I got a glimpse that we needed to let him go in order, in order for us to release in for fair play, and I got a glimpse of his name, I felt really, really bad. And I just really, really hope that at the end of the day, once we see that he's getting himself together, Barcelona thinks, we put ourselves together and think and tell ourselves that, okay, he needs to come back home, because losing out on a player like Pablo Torre is not a good thing for us. He's a baller, and I sincerely do not want us to regret letting a player like that go. But at the end of the day, I can only wish him the best of luck. I can only wish that he gets to unlock the potential. He gets to show the whole world that stuff and he is made up of, and he gets to show Barcelona, Hansi Flick, what exactly he is made up of, enough for them to, get him back to the squad. Now, moving on, we're gonna talk about Luis Diaz. As much as I appreciate Liverpool's business strategy, you know, I still think it's an eyesore. You can't tell me, look, this is the part, this is the time, this is the point where I am super excited that financially my club is not stable. Because how do you expect me to come to you, give you some money for a player that is soon to decline, and I'll give you my money, and then you take my money to go and sign Isaac? Where is that done? It's not something I would want to do. Now, rejecting 67.5, Luis Diaz, 100. How? How? In what world is a player? Is he a world class? Is he a world class winger? Absolutely yes. Is he a very good dribbler? Hell yes. But is he worth that amount at that age? where I don't, I am all about longevity. Where I don't get to have the longevity that I so desire, and you want me to bring my money, you want me to give you 100 million euros. Now it is said that Liverpool wants to go for Rodrigo and also Alexander Isak. Now, these are people, or this is a team that is also going to be a major competitor in the Champions League. Now, you want me to give you my money for you to take that money, for you to use it to strengthen your own team. Then you come at me in the Champions League with a squad depth, a strengthened team. Hell no. Yo, I am jealous. I am jealous. I am jealous of other teams. When I see other teams making good signings, when I see other teams, putting their money on players, effective players, adding players to their. Look at Real Madrid, for God's sake. There is strength, there is icing, there is carreras, and then I am here. I can't even boast of a winger. I can't even boast of a signing. The only signing I've been able to pull this season is, the only signing I've been able to successfully pull this season is Joan Garcia. Joan Garcia. I am freaking jealous of other teams, man. It is. No, look, absolutely not. Deco, whatever thing it is you're doing, whatever thing it is you're thinking, I want to please urge you, I want to beg you to please use your head. Use your head. I won't even agree for Barcelona to sign Luis Diaz for 80 million, not to mention 100 million euros. Incredible. Incredible. Am I supposed to be excited that my club currently financially we're not stable? No, but trust me, I am. I can't imagine signing a player for that amount. Not a young player. Not a young player. Please, bro, please. Hans, Deco, whatever thing it is you're thinking, like I said, whatever thing it is you're doing, please use your head. Your head. Use your head. It's just really, really terrible, really, really crazy how we went from Nico Williams to talking about Luis Diaz, and we went from Luis Diaz to talking about Rashford, and then from Rashford to talking about Zaragoza. I have not reported anything about the Zaragoza guy because it is still a rumor, and I am yet to confirm anything about that details. That is the major reason why I am yet to record or report anything about the Zaragoza guy. And now we are going straight back to who? Luis Diaz. For how much? 100 million euros. Wow. I just hope something, somewhere, somehow stalls Deco from making this signing. And I do not understand Deco's obsession with Luis Diaz anymore. What exactly is his obsession with Luis Diaz? Is it that he wants Luis Diaz to get married to his sister? Is it that there is something he wants from Luis Diaz? What exactly is Deco's obsession with Luis Diaz? It is confusing. Absolutely confusing. But signing Luis Diaz for that amount, Deco, please, I am begging you, for the love of whatever thing it is you're serving, do not do it. Do not do it. Now we're going to move on to the last topic of the day, Ter Stegen. I'm going to have to sit. I'm going to have to sit properly for this. Yesterday in the training, Ter Stegen reportedly trained alone in the gym, staying aside from the other players during the training session. And now, when we all saw the gist, when we all saw the news, we all thought, oh, okay, it's just going to be a one-time thing. Of course, maybe he's still angry, he's upset, he's sad, whatever thing, X, Y, and Z. But guys, Ter Stegen, again, today, the second day of training, happened to train alone again. Now, it is looking like it is set to become a pattern. It is looking like it is set to become a norm for Ter Stegen to train alone. Now, the only reason I am worried about this, you all know my stand about Ter Stegen already. I have not hidden my stand or my stance about Ter Stegen. I want him to go. Now, the only reason why I am worried about Ter Stegen doing this is that at the end of the day, it is going to cause some sort of disunity amongst the boys. And I feel that at some point or at a particular point in time, it might hurt us in the dressing room. We cannot afford the team to be divided at this point in time. We cannot afford not to have unity amongst these boys at this point in our season. We cannot afford that the boys in this part of our lives There is not, I mean, we're having different voices. We need them to all stick together. We need that unity that we have. Meske on club is not just anything. Meske on club, it is more than a club. We are meant to be a family. So Ter Stegen deciding to train alone, Ter Stegen deciding to stay aside from the team is not supposed to happen. And Sifik already respected you by walking up towards you to tell you that I do not have plans for you going forward. I already know my starting goalkeeper, and I equally know my backup goalkeeper. Now, it is simple. He already has a taste of how the season is going to look like for him. And I love it. I love it because I feel it is supposed to influence his decision about leaving, even though his agent has already started, weighing options of whether he's going to move or the club is going to move to. Ter Stegen still insists that he wants to stay. He wants to stay. I do not understand. I do not understand why he's so adamant. I do not understand why he's so strong-headed about wanting to stay at the club. I sincerely do not understand. But I feel that as the club captain, if you want to be known and called as a legend of the club, this is the time for you to step up. This is the time. This is the time for you to man up. This is the time for you to take the right decision for yourself and for the club by leaving. But if you still say that you do not want to go, I hate that it is going to cause disunity amongst my boys. That is not what I want. And it's obvious that this is probably going to, the funny thing is, it is not that Hansi Flick was the one that told him to train apart or to train aside or to train alone. It was his personal decision to train alone. Say because he's hurt, say because he's angry, say because he's sad. We understand, but do I care? Look at me, guys, I do not care. I just want him out. I just want us to get out. That is all I care about. And the only reason I am sad, the only reason I am pissed about this is that I know that it is going to hurt the team. We all know how united those boys are. Now, if one of our players is deciding or has decided to train differently, to train alone, it is really, really going to hurt us. It is going to affect us one way or the other. And that is not something that I want going forward. I really, really do hope that this can be handled maturely. Between the club and Ter Stegen, I really hope that they can sit and reach a consensus and agree on something. He needs to step up. He needs to respect himself and just leave. Is it a decision that you want to take? No, but do you have to take it, please, for the sake of the club? And funny thing is, Ter Stegen leaving is going to help our financial fair play. But I mean, aṣọ bíṣọ ni mẹ́ja ni. I'm sorry, whatever thing I know some of you will not understand, but what I'm saying is it is not compulsory. You cannot. I'm sorry, I don't know how to. I don't know how to interpret that. But what I'm saying basically is that I need Ter Stegen to please go. I need him to go. I need him to go. I don't know how else. Hasifik already said it to you. The funny thing is, going forward, we know we still need to sign a goalkeeper. We know we still need to sign a goalkeeper. We cannot rely on you. You're old. We know we need a younger player. We know we need a younger keeper. We know we need to strengthen do we have to wait until your contract expires before we start scouting for a goalkeeper? By then we might not even have a very, very feasible option for us. But really, Ter Stegen, I can only hope, I can only wish that he would step up, take the right decision, take his L, and leave. Really, the best way. This is not going to be looking fair. It is not going to be looking mature. And I wouldn't want either of the parties. Ter Stegen and the board, or let me say Hansi Flick, taking a drastic decision. I wouldn't want them doing something. I wouldn't want them doing something that is going to make the club look terrible in the face of us fans or in the face of the public or the media at the end of the day, all in the name of wanting to save face from Ter Stegen. I think if Ter Stegen knows what is good for him, he should just pick up his bag, leave. It's already bad enough that they are not letting Araujo go. And now we have to still keep up with Ter Stegen. No freaking way, man. No, one has to go. One has to go. A sacrifice has to be made. And you are the one we want to sacrifice. So please, with all due respect, But of course, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Let me know if you think, let me know if you think we're being unfair to Ter Stegen. Let me know if you think, let me know what you make of all of this, especially the Ter Stegen issue in the comment section. And of course, please don't forget to like, share, and also if you're new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification so you can get to know whenever I post a video. My name still remains Adejoke Adebisi, and as always, guys, Visca Barça, Visca El Catalonia. I'll definitely see you guys again very, very, very soon. But until then, I love you guys so, so much. Bye.